the sun could rise. Boots in silence, no goodbyes. The road was dry, the sky was wide, but something stayed I couldn't hide. There was a voice I didn't hear, till miles away it reappeared, calling out from somewhere deep, where I buried what I keep. Every mile don't set me free, it just brings it back to me. And the dust still knows my name, every step it feels the same. No matter how far I ride, it walks with me inside. I was running from the flame, but the fire never changed, it just followed where I go. In the dust I used to know. There was a house beyond that hill, broken now but standing still, and in the wind I swear I hear the life I left still waiting there. A chair that no one moves around, a voice that never makes a sound. Time don't heal what we ignore, it just locks it in the core. You can run but you can't erase, every ghost still knows your face. And the dust still knows my name, every scar, every flame. I can ride into the night, but it's never out of sight. I was chasing something new, but the past was always true. It was never left behind, it was waiting in my mind. So I stopped where the road runs thin, no more lies, no more within. Let the silence speak it loud. I was lost, I see it now. Didn't leave to find my way, I just feared the things I'd say to the man I used to be, when the truth was all I'd see. Now the dust still knows my name, but I'm not the same again. I don't run, I don't hide, I just walk it from inside. Every scar, every pain was a map I couldn't name. Now I see it clear and slow, it was me I had to know. The road is long, but I don't fear. There's nothing left I won't hear. Didn't leave in the dead of night, didn't hide from the morning light. I stood there long enough to know there was nothing left to hold. No broken words, no final fight. silence sitting in plain sight. Some things don't need a reason why, they just fade without goodbye. And I felt it in the wind that day. Not every story needs to stay. The wind doesn't wait for anyone. It don't care what you've become. You can stand or you can run. It keeps moving like it's done. And I won't ask it where to go. I won't fight what I don't know. If it takes what I can't say, let it take, let it erase. Let it erase. There was a time I turned around at every echo, every sound, thinking maybe something stayed in the mess we never named. But time don't hold what we let go. It don't circle back slow. It just cuts a straight, clean line through what's yours and what was mine. No more looking for a sign, no more asking what was right. The wind doesn't wait for anyone, not the lost or the undone. You can break or you can bend, it won't stop to understand. And I won't chase what disappears, I won't drown inside my fears. If it leaves me here alone, then I'll learn to walk on stone. I don't need to carry this, every word, every miss. Not every scar is meant to stay. Some just mark what fell away. I was holding empty space, calling out a vanished place. Now I see it clear and plain. Not all loss is meant as pain. The wind doesn't wait for anyone, and maybe that's what I've become. Not a man who's standing still, but one who walks beyond the will. If it takes what I once knew, leaves me standing somewhere new, then I'll stand and let it be. What is gone, don't follow me. No more roads I need to tread. There was a time I couldn't see past the weight inside of me. Every road felt like a line leading back to what was mine. But something shifted in the air, not enough, but it was there, like a crack in something tight, letting in a little light. I don't know where this will go, but it's more than what I know. There's a place I've never been, somewhere past I might have been. I can feel it in my chest, not a fear and not a rest. It's not loud out, it doesn't scream. More like waking from a dream. Just a step I didn't know was enough to let me go. Still hear the echoes fade of the choices that I made, but they don't pull like before. They don't hold me anymore. There's a road I didn't see when I thought there was no key. Turns out doors don't always show till you're ready just to go. Not everything needs to be known. Some paths only show when you're alone. There's a place beyond the doubt where the silence opens out. Not a promise, not a sign, just a space that feels like mine. I don't need to understand every turn or where I land. If it leads me somewhere new, I'll walk through, I'll walk through. I was waiting for a spark in the middle of the dark, but it wasn't something loud, it was quiet, breaking through the cloud. Not a fire, not a flame, nothing I could even name, just a shift I couldn't fight, turning wrong into a light. There's a place I'm stepping in, not defined by where I've been. Every step feels unsure, but it feels a little more. And I don't need certainty, just a sense I'm finally free. Not from all I've ever known, but from thinking I'm alone. Not every light needs to shine, some just show you where to climb. Stay too long where I stood still, waiting on a broken will. Thought the ground would shift somehow, but nothing moves unless you move now. So I took a step, then one more. Didn't know what waited for, just a road that didn't end, and a weight I didn't defend. It's not about what lies ahead, it's about the step I said. This is not the road I knew, but it's one I'm walking through. Every step is something real, every breath is something I feel. I don't need to see it fall, I just follow where we are. If it bends or breaks in two, I'll keep walking. I'll walk through. doesn't matter if I know every doubt I used to keep try to drag me back too deep, but it fades with every mile like a ghost without a trial. You don't wait until you're sure, you just move and learn the cure. This is not the road I've planned, but it's one I understand. Not because I see the end, but because I chose to stand. And I'm not the man I was, not the one who paused, because every fear would pull me through. Now I walk it true. I was waiting for a sign, something clear, something defined, but it never came that way. It just showed up when I moved anyway. Not a voice, not a flame, not a whisper I could name, just a road beneath my feet, turning doubt into a beat. This is not the road I knew, but it's one I made it through. Every scar and every bend didn't break me in the end. And I don't look back the same, not with guilt, not with blame, just a path I walked into, step by step I made it true. Not every road needs a sign, some just move one step at a time. It was easier when it was still, before I chose my own will. Now every step I try to take feels like something starts to break. The wind ain't soft like it was before, it don't whisper anymore. It hits hard, it cuts through skin, like it's testing where I've been. I thought moving meant I'd be free, didn't know it would push back on me. When the ground fights back my steps, when it pulls me where I've left, I don't know if I'm strong enough, but I know I've had enough. Every doubt comes back alive, every fear I try to hide, but I'm not turning back again. Even if I break, I stand. There's a voice I thought was gone, now it says I don't belong. Tells me I should just return to the place I couldn't learn. Every mile feels heavier, like I'm walking through a blur. Not because I lost the way, but because I chose to stay. It's not doubt that breaks you down, it's the fight when you stand your ground. When the ground fights back again, tries to pull me to the end, I can feel it in my chest, like a war I never left. And it's louder than before, every step becomes a war, but I won't fall into the past, even if it's built to last. I don't need an easy way, I don't need a brighter day. If it breaks me just to see, then that's what it takes of me. Every scar I try to hide, now it's something I can't deny. Not a weakness, not a shame, just the proof I stay the same. When the ground fights back my soul, tries to take what I control, I won't give it what it wants. I won't fall into the harm. Every step is hard and slow, but it's one I chose to go. And if everything falls apart, I'll still stand right where I start. Not every road wants you through. Some will fight to test you.